You keep one eye on the news, terrified that the next policy shift could jeopardize your green card. You followed every rule, you paid your taxes, you've held the same job for a long time. You've even cut some of your trips short, yet you still lie awake picturing that knock on the door from an ICE agent. Because in a heightened enforcement era like the one we're living in right now, even a minor issue like a criminal charge or extended travel abroad isn't just inconvenient, it could lead to serious immigration consequences. In the next few minutes, I'll talk to you about the protections the law provides and the practical steps you can take now to safeguard your legal status, regardless of political changes, so that you can protect your life here, preserve your path to citizenship, and avoid becoming the next immigration statistic. Hi. I'm Zyra Solano, immigration attorney and founder of Solano Immigration Law Firm. If you're a lawful permanent resident, a green card holder, watching this video, you're likely feeling anxious about what the next few years might bring. And that's completely understandable, and I hear it from my clients all the time. Under the current Trump administration, immigration enforcement is a top priority, and this includes increased scrutiny of green card holders. But here's what you need to know. Your green card isn't just a piece of plastic. It's a legal status protected by federal law. Knowing your rights and responsibilities is your best defense. Under the Immigration and Nationality Act, the INA, Section 101A20, lawful permanent residents, LPRs, green card holders, all the same thing, have the right to reside indefinitely in the United States, work without restrictions, and travel internationally with some limitations. This status cannot be revoked arbitrarily. The government must meet specific legal standards and carry the burden of proof in any removal deportation proceedings. In the Supreme Court case Landon versus Placencia from 1982, the court held that returning lawful permanent residents have significant due process rights even after traveling abroad. Any effort to remove a green card holder from the United States must follow the proper channels and allow for a fair defense. Certain actions can still place green card holders, LPRs, at risk for removals. These include criminal convictions, fraud in obtaining your green card, and when you've abandoned your U.S. residency. Some convictions can trigger removal, also known as deportation, and those convictions include aggravated felonies. These are broadly defined under the immigration law and can include theft and some drug offenses where the sentence is more than 1 year or more if suspended. It also includes crime of violence. Also, crimes involving moral turpitude, CIMT. These are crimes that involve things like fraud, theft, things that go against societal values. Let's take an example case. I had a client with a 15-year-old shoplifting conviction. She was sentenced to 13 months in confinement in jail, but the judge suspended that entire sentence. Even though the sentence was suspended, the way that the sentence was written made this theft an aggravated felony under the immigration laws. And this blocked her from becoming a U.S. citizen, and it also put her in deportation proceedings. That's why I always recommend that if you are not a U.S. citizen and you are ever charged with a crime, you must speak to an immigration attorney before accepting any plea deal. Criminal attorneys may not understand the immigration consequences, which can be far more serious than any jail time that you would receive for the crime. Let's talk about abandonment of U.S. residency. Green card holders, LPRs, your status assumes that you are in the United States as your permanent home. That's why it's called lawful permanent resident status. If you take extended trips abroad, especially over 1 year, may accuse you of abandoning your permanent residence in the United States. In the case of Matter of Huang, the court clarifies that the abandonment is evaluated based on your intent and your actions. Did you keep a job in the United States? Did you file U.S. income taxes? Did you maintain a home, a residence, a permanent address in the United States? Did you maintain strong ties to the United States? To protect yourself, I recommend that you file Form I-131 and apply for a re-entry permit before traveling if you intend to be outside the United States for more than 6 months. I also recommend that you maintain strong evidence of your ties to the United States. Make sure you meet your tax obligations. As an LPR green card holder, you are taxed on your global income, just like US citizens. This means it doesn't matter where you earn your income. If it's outside or in the United States, you must report that income on your taxes. Failing to file U.S. tax returns, even while living abroad, even when you earn income abroad, can be viewed as evidence of abandonment of your permanent resident status. It can also affect your future naturalization applications. Maintain full compliance with U.S. tax laws. Consult a tax advisor if you're earning income overseas or dealing with tax treaties. They can help you stay compliant with U.S. tax laws and also protect yourself by record keeping. Keep a log of your international trips, the dates that you traveled, the countries you went to, the purpose of travel. Keep a copy of tax returns, leases, utility bills, and employment records. Again, these things show that you are tied to the United States. Bank statements with your U.S. address and any other U.S. correspondence that shows an address in the United States. These documents that I just mentioned can help you show continued U.S. residency and intent if you're ever questioned. Keep your home country passport valid. It's essential for international travel, and having it does not conflict with your lawful permanent resident status. In fact, you need your foreign passport and your LPR card to travel outside and in the United States. Under the public charge rule, this mainly affects people applying for green cards. So LPRs who leave the United States and try to re-enter the United States could be evaluated under this rule in rare cases. Some of the current guidance around public charge exempts benefits like emergency medical care, disaster relief, benefits for your children. But long-term institutionalization or reliance on cash assistance can still raise red flags. If you receive any public benefits and you plan to travel, consult an immigration attorney before departing the United States. If you have any encounters with immigration authorities, you still have constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent beyond confirming your identity. You have the right to an attorney who you must hire and find yourself. The government will not provide one for you. You have a right to see a valid warrant for searches that contains your name and your information. These rights apply at airports, during community encounters, and if you're ever taken into custody. Don't answer detailed questions about your travel or status without legal representation. Ask to speak with an attorney and do not sign, I repeat, do not sign anything without reviewing it and without consulting an attorney. I recommend you get legal help and you consult an immigration attorney if you're ever arrested or charged with a crime. Sometimes people are charged but don't actually get arrested. If you plan to travel abroad for more than 6 months, if you receive any notices from immigration officials in the mail, if you want to apply for naturalization, and you've had past legal or travel issues. We're in a time of intensified immigration enforcement. It's like I've never seen it before in my 14 years of practicing immigration law. But you don't have to panic. You just need to stay informed and you need to be prepared. Your green card represents years of your hard work and hope. Protect it by knowing your rights, documenting your life here in the United States, meeting your tax obligations, seeking legal help when needed. You now understand the biggest risks to your green card: criminal issues, abandonment, and compliance gaps. You've learned the importance of documentation and being proactive. But this is only beginning. My next video covers 8 new 2025 immigration rules under Trump that could deport you overnight. These are real-time updates that could impact lawful permanent resident green card holders immediately. I'll explain who is affected and what steps you can take to stay protected. Stay ahead of the changes. Your future depends on it. See you there.